Very good morning to all of you. Good morning to all of you, and welcome to Trinity Cathedral. As has been our custom during the last few weeks, we've been having a member of our congregation reflect on stewardship here at Trinity Cathedral, and it's my pleasure for us today to welcome Bob Spring to offer a reflection for us. Welcome, Bob.
Thanks, Troy. My name is Robert Spring, which you know if you just listen to Troy. My wife and I have been members of Trinity since 1988. We had just moved from Amarillo, Texas, where I was teaching at West Texas State University. I'd accepted a job at ASU, and we were looking for a new church home. Our first Sunday at Trinity, things were very much different than they are now. The congregation consisted of 27 people, 4 in the choir, and it used ASU practice organ. As we walked out after that service to the parking lot, Margaret Rowland, Arthur's mother, walked us to the parking lot. I asked her, "What happened here?" And she told us a story about how the church hit some really hard times. She also told us that this church was needed in downtown Phoenix and that we could join at the beginning of a rebuilding that would change the religious life of downtown Phoenix. And to top it off, she refused to let go of our arms unless we promised to come back the next Sunday. That's true. We did come back and transferred a membership from our church in Amarillo, Texas to Trinity. We saw what was needed and decided that we needed to help support the rebirth of this wonderful community. At that time, being a new faculty member at ASU and Lynette finishing her accounting degree, we couldn't give much, but we gave what we could. We both came from families that were churchgoers, and we both knew the joys of giving to God in our church. As time passed, we were blessed with successes in our fields, and we were able to continue to raise our pledge every year. Our goal has been to tithe. We've seen Margaret's prediction come true. Our small congregation grew. In fact, after our terrible fire, when we met in Atwood Hall, all crammed together on folding chairs, there were Sundays when we ran out of chairs. We've seen God's love grow with so many people's lives being changed to Trinity. We have given in money as well as in service. Lynette's been in the choir and served twice as church treasurer. I've served as an usher, and our daughter, who was raised and baptized in this church, an usher and an acolyte. So I became an usher because George Roberts was the head usher back then. And I had worked it out to an art that I could show up just before the sermon, get communion, and leave. And he got mad at me, and he asked me one Sunday, he said, "Would you like to be an usher?" And I said, "Sure." And he said, "Well, I think you'd be good with people." Afterward, I said, "Did you really think I'd be good with people?" And he said, "No, I just got tired of watching you come in late." We've seen growth in so many ways, and Trinity has become a beacon of light in God's love in downtown Phoenix. With continued giving, we will see many more lives touched by God and the love and caring that is Trinity Cathedral. On the Sunday after our terrible fire, we met in the tent in the labyrinth. In her sermon, Dean McLean quoted a line attributed to St. Francis of Assisi: "Preach the gospel in all you do, use words if necessary." Now that you've all received your stewardship packets, please prayerfully consider your connection to Trinity and your vision for its future as you make your annual pledge. Margaret was indeed right. It was the ground floor of something amazing that continues to grow and show Phoenix the love of God. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bob.